So, we're going to show this, we're going to do this in progress. So, as many of you know, I am constantly trying new things with keeping the reptiles, working with the reptiles, handling the reptiles, all of that. And so today is essentially a new type of that. It's actually not super new. So a lot of you may be somewhat familiar with people keeping different reptiles, snakes, usually like monitor lizards or tegus, in grow tents. This is kind of like a semi-arid, arid version of that. So I'm gonna step back down here really quick and show this off. So this guy right here is a big butterfly net. I am not 100% responsible for this idea. My good friend Lori Cherini, who keeps a lot of Bredlii and Morelia in general, mainly Spilota and Bredlii. Doesn't have any GTPs or anything like that. She does have a couple of these guys set up at her facility. However, she has them turned upright the way that it normally would. I'm flipping it over on its side. Sorry, I'm balancing on a ladder, so I apologize, and we'll do this so you can actually see the snake. I'm just going to hold this up. I don't have like a hook or anything in the ceiling. I literally just finished setting this up. So, oh, there that, okay. There that goes. So we're going to have to work on that, but that's okay. I'm being transparent and open with everybody. So, in here, we have a bunch of different stuff for the Bredlii. There he is. This is Shade, by the way. This is our male Bredlii, or our male Brettles, or central python, central carpet python, but they're not actually a carpet python. This butterfly net here is 5 feet by 3 feet by 3 feet. So this is actually a very large enclosure in here. So the bottom, it's actually plastic on the bottom. We put it in a tray to hold all of that stuff as well. We have multiple hides, watered bowl, and plenty of platforms. These guys really like to perch. However, a lot of these guys, when they perch, it's not usually like in the typical green tree python, or even sometimes carpet python, like perfect little coil over a branch. They like to perch in like rock crevices and on platforms and things. And so that's essentially what we did. So we have a humid hide because they still need humidity for shedding and to feel comfortable and everything like that. So we have a nice little humid hide. This, that, again, is on a tray, so I can spray this down if I want a little bit of extra humidity. Although, let's be honest, butterfly net, it's probably not going to hold a whole lot more. A regular hide there. And then there's actually up here where he was originally, that is an elevated hide. So we have 3 hides in here, and then a bunch of platforms. We have this three-tiered thing here, which we picked up from, I think, Walmart, actually. Because, you know, where I live, that's basically the only big store I have. A couple cinder blocks, and then another, hey, there you go, hey, Shade. And then this is actually it's like a little 3-tiered, like, cheap plastic dresser thing that I actually pull the drawers out and cut a hole into that I use for hides for the larger snakes that I have essentially kept, so that way it's something for him to climb and perch on as well. And then under the cinder blocks, there's actually, essentially how it's going is, it's this, the wooden shelf that all of these cages and stuff sits on. Plywood that sits over here because it overhangs a little bit. And then on top of the plywood, there is a piece of glass with little feet. It's essentially the same thing we did for the ball python setup for the SPI study where we actually took a heating pad, stuck it to the underside of a glass cutting board essentially with feet that elevated it up so that way it creates an air gap and it sits under there to give it a little bit of warmth for him in here. And then the cinder blocks are another thing. It's a little bit different texture. It will hold on to that heat and everything like that. Eventually I plan on hanging from the ceiling because there's a little bit of room, a little LED UVA UVB bulb for him as well. But this is a big change up from the albeit not terrible setup that I had with him in a Christmas tree tub. But I think he will enjoy this pretty well. Hey, Shade, how you doing, buddy? So yeah, we're just we're gonna try this little setup out. And I know that no matter how I ever do these setup videos, someone always gets mad at me. But I'm just trying something different, something new. I know that the ambient humidity in here is a little bit higher than what I have, than what Lori has in here. Sorry, I'm going in and out of the little zipper here, this little zipper. What Lori has at her facility, because I have both a pond, now a swamp cooler, and a humidifier in here. So the ambient humidity is just a little bit higher, so that way I know that he will do okay in here with his shutting. Plus we do have that humid hide, and we're obviously going to monitor this as well to see if this is something that can continue. If it ends up being to where it's just not quite enough humidity, I'll probably put like one of the bull snakes in here, because obviously they come from Colorado. They'll do just fine if I give them a humid hide. So he'll be, I could put Shawshank or maybe Marshmallow in here and they would do just fine. So, but in the meantime, just wanted to show off kind of this new thing that we're doing. It's going to be fun to sit here and watch Shade interact with his new surroundings and see things. I absolutely love the Brettles pythons. I really like Morelia. I don't really keep that many of them though. Just have the 2 carpet pythons, the pair of Brettles, and then the 1 GTP interactual house. But they're really, really cool. They're a great intermediate size, great intermittent as far as keeping goes. And honestly, I feel like the Brettles are a little bit more amiable to handling and more patient than a lot of the different Spilota subspecies. Like even Hachi, who is now, like this is Hachi right here, so this is going to be Shade's neighbor. You know, you saw her in the carpet python video that, even though obviously was not worked with and handled a whole lot, just a few sessions of trust building with her did wonders, and we're still working on building that trust and relationship. So I really like the Brettles. They're really, really cool, and I greatly look forward to watch exactly what he's going to be doing here. So hopefully, again, you guys enjoyed this little video. Maybe if you want to check this out, I'll be honest with you again. This is, I think, like $60. Here, I stepped off the ladder. See? Ladder. This is, I think, like 60 or 70 bucks on Amazon. So if you wanted to give this a shot for yourself, totally could do that. So just to give everybody a heads up, so I'm now going to move this branch around and I'm actually going to secure it. I was hoping I could get away without it, with having it kind of lodged in, but I forget Morelia can be, and Brettles can be big escape artists. Oh, really quick. So for people that watch all my videos and know about, you know, the time that Juliet got out, doing this one-handed, we know that carpets and pythons in general, we're going to zoom out again, can be escape artists. That's probably the one downside about this, is the zipper is not super great. Let's see if I can so the one downside to this, I will say, again, because it's essentially like a review, is that this zipper, it's not meant to sit on its side with a bunch of stuff in here. So when it's coming down around here, it likes to get stuck, and you need 2 hands for that, and it's not super sturdy in that regard, because, you know, it's just mesh with like cheap wire essentially. So as I was saying, they can be escape artists, and obviously a python with, as soon as they sat there and found this like little spot that's different, they could sit there and nose in. That's why we have this. Essentially what we're gonna do is we're gonna do this through the camera, like so. And so this way, that is as wide as it can get, and he will not be able to squeeze out of there, hopefully. And if not, I have another thing that I can do to actually keep that lock on there. So we're going to keep an eye on him. But essentially, yeah, this is going to act as like a little lock, so that way hopefully he can't get out. Actually, now that I'm looking at this, I'm probably going to have to go get that other thing. So stay tuned for more updates as I continue along. This video is getting a little bit long as I'm just kind of rambling. So again, hopefully you guys enjoyed today's video. Lori hasn't had any escapees with these guys, but I don't trust you. You guys are sneaky. So hopefully you enjoyed today's video. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments. Stay tuned for more regular scheduled reptile content. I am almost done getting a regular species spotlight for you guys, so hopefully that'll be coming up here soon. As of this video coming out, hopefully it'll be the next 1 or 2 coming out after that. But thank you so much. Hope you're all having a great day, and we will check you next time.